Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Oluwatosin, also known as London Tailor. In this video, I'll show you how to cut a simple top. It's a simple top you can wear on your jean trousers, a simple top you can wear on your corporate trouser. You can wear it anywhere. So please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your notification bell. So let's get started, guys. The basic measurements you need here are your shoulder measurements, the full length, the waist measurements, the bust measurements, your hip measurements, your sleeve measurements, and your sleeve length measurements. Those are the basic length measurements that you need for this simple top. The first thing I did here is to cut off the rough edges of the fabric so as to have my start line. Then I'll go ahead to mark my shoulder measurements. Here I'm using 16 inches for the back measurement, also known as the shoulder measurement. 16 inches divided by 2 will give me 8 inches plus half inch for the sewing allowance. Please note that here I have folded my fabric and divided it into 4 already. 2 pieces for the front part, 2 pieces for the back part. That is how I folded it. Then from the shoulder measurements, I went down by 1 inch down for the shoulder slope. Then I marked 9 inches for my armhole measurement. From the shoulder, I marked 1 inch for the shoulder slope, then 9 inches for my armhole measurement, as you can see. Once I'm done marking, then I'll go ahead to connect from the shoulder measurement to the bust measurement, from the shoulder measurement to where I marked as the armhole measurement. Then I'll determine my bust measurement. Here my bust measurement divided by 4, that's quarter. Then after I'm done dividing it, I'll add 1 inch for ease allowance and 1 inch for sewing allowance. Then I'll connect everything together. As you can see, I'm connecting the armhole measurement to the shoulder measurement. I've also gone ahead to mark my bust measurements. Here I am just giving it a good curve, the armhole curve. I'm giving it a good curve. Then from the shoulder measurements, I'll determine my half length. My half length here, I'm using 16 inches. My half length is also going to serve as the waist measurement. I've marked my half length. Then I'll go ahead to determine my waist measurement on where I marked as the half length. Then my waist measurement here divided by 4. Then I'll add 1 inch sewing allowance and 1 inch ease allowance. 1 inch ease allowance, 1 inch sewing allowance. That is what I added. Then I will connect my waist measurement to my bust measurements. After I'm done marking, I will mark my full length. The full length that I want to use, I'll mark it. As you can see, I've marked the full length. This gown has an opening by the side, so that is why I will not give it that hip curve. I'm just going to mark it straight down. What I have on my bust measurement is also what I'm going to use as the hip measurement, because there will be an opening. The round neck measurements I used, as you see that I've marked here, for the front part I used 3.5 inches by 4 inches, 3.5 inches by 4 inches. For the back part I used 3.5 inches by 1 inch. Then I'll go ahead to cut it. But for the front part I used 3.5 inches by 4 inches. Then I gave it a slit in front, like I cut it a little bit down so that it have an opening at the front part. You see it in the thumbnail. So guys, I want to cut the sleeve part of my gown. Here I just use the remaining part of my fabric to cut out the sleeve. The armhole measurement I'm using here is 9 inches. So I went down by 4 inches to be able to get where to start the curving of my armhole from. Then I divided the armhole measurement 9 inches divided by 2, which is 4.5. Then I just used my free hand to give it a good curve. What I'm doing here is that I went ahead to cut the facing of the gown. So instead of putting the facing at the back that it to be inside the gown, I decided to put it in front, then use my bias to give it a little bit of a nice design, just to make the outfit a bit more beautiful. So instead of putting it at the back, I put it in front. That's just what I did.